Hey guys, so we wanted to give you an update on Crypto 300 Club. Okay, so this is our wallet, one of our wallets that we use for crypto trading, and we're going to show you everything with Crypto 300. I think this is pretty good for anyone as long as you're paying attention to what you're doing. Okay, and that goes for any business, investment, or anything. You don't want to be completely hands off. You want to at least, check on things and make sure it's going well. So as you can see in here, October 4th, that was the last deposit in this wallet. And that's because that was when investing in Crypto 300 no longer became viable. Okay, so Crypto 300 works on cycles. It starts off at 10%, then it gets to 11% per day on your investment, then 12% per day on your investment, up until you get to 50% per day on your investment. And you'll earn that 10% or 11% or 50% per day until you get to 150%. Now, the perfect investment cycle in Crypto 300 would be putting in your money, getting it to 150%, and then pulling everything out. Being able to pull everything out before there's an earnings adjustment or before they restart the cycle. Okay? So, I'll say this again. It's very important. The perfect cycle with Crypto 300 is putting in your money, going in, making sure that you get paid that 10 or 12 or whatever percentage, 50%, and then getting everything out before the beginning of the new cycle. Okay? So, the safest way to do that is to invest early. You don't want to invest late because remember, you want to pull everything out before the beginning of the new cycle. So you want to start early. The earlier you can start investing, the better. Okay? So here, October 12th, that was the beginning of the new cycle. We put in, at this point here, it was $2,000, a little over $2,000. And that's, okay, you put in a certain amount of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin back in October 12th was valued at around $14,000. Now it's valued at $15,500 or something. So it's gone up in value, just the Bitcoin itself. So this was really about $1,400, but now it's valued at $2,000. You get it? So the next day we received $271, then $266, and so forth, right? And we keep getting paid deposits into this account pretty much every other day, okay, up until October 23rd. And we did the math on this. You can pause it and do the math yourself if you want to. But we did the math on this. And so we pulled out about $2,440. Okay, so we initially put in $2,044. You can call it $2,045 if you want, even. And by the time October 23rd came around, we had gotten out $2,435 or $2,440, somewhere around there, because we didn't count all the change. So just from that alone, that's about $400. That's about $400 profit that we got, right? In those few days, in that, a little over a week, right? So we ended up putting in another 1,000. It says $1,244, but it was really about $1,000 that we put in again because we were testing something. It doesn't matter, but we got all the money out. We said, we'll put in a little portion of this, out of that 2,000 and change, we'll put in a little extra $1,000 and test something out. And we were still getting paid. Okay. Then over here, October 29th, you see it says CFX. What that is that's a different crypto trading platform. Okay. We put about $1,000 into that as well. And that's going fine. That's a safer investment. It's a much safer investment. It pays out weekly and everything, and you can just set it and forget it and don't have to look at it. Crypto 300 you need to look at and be on top of a little bit. And then the 29th here, we also sent another 20 something dollars in there. Again, this was like another little test because at this time already, you didn't want to invest. You didn't want to put any money in, but we were just testing something out. Okay. And so at 29th, we're getting smaller amounts, $5, $170 something dollars, etc. Okay. So, but we pretty much got all of our money back out. From that initial $2,000, we got back $2,400, over $2,400. Then we put another 1,000 in, little 1,000 or so in, and we still kept getting. We didn't get all of that money out, but we're getting it back all now, so it doesn't really matter, and we'll show you that. So you can see here, this is about. We didn't do the math on this one yet. This is 350. A little chunk change here, 360, let's say, and then another 530, right? And let's call that 540, 550, 560, 560. Okay, and so out of that $1,000, we got out 560 of it. So there's $500 or so still in there. Okay, in that account that we have to pull out, which is fine. So no problem. Now, the new cycle has started. Okay, so now this is very recent. This is that last cycle pretty much ended November 4th, around there, sometime a little after there. Now the new cycle has started November 8th. Okay. So this is when we're putting in a little extra. So we just put in only $400. It says 424. Again, the value of the value of Bitcoin has gone up just in the last 4 days of this recording. It's gone up, slightly. Let's say 5%, right? So that $400 is now worth $424. Okay. And we got a deposit of $139 plus another $9 plus the $263 and then the other $13, let's say. All right. So that's $424. All right. And we're going to divide that by 4. Because it's been 4 days, right? So that's $106. So that's $106 per day that we've been getting averaged out from that one, from pretty much those investments. Okay, the $1,000 that we put in, before, plus this new $400 that we put in just now. So we're getting about $100 a day, and we're going to continue getting $100 a day on average for the next week and a half. okay? Which is when it's no longer gonna be viable to invest in Crypto 300. Because once it gets to about, I would say really, once it gets to, you can't really say when they get to, there's certain little things that they do that show you, hey, it's getting a little crazy, and we're about to restart the cycle. So remember, you want to invest early, pull your money out, and then wait until the new cycle. So you don't want to invest in the middle of a cycle, really. If you do, you only want to invest a very small amount, maybe $100 or $50 or something, $20. You only want to invest a very small amount, something that you don't care about, because otherwise you're probably not going to be able to pull all of that money out, which is what happened with that $1,000. We put it in when it was about 15%, I think so. I think it was like 15, maybe 20%. I can't remember exactly. And it ended up being too late. So that's what we were testing. We were saying, is it going to be too late at this percentage amount? And it ended up being a little bit too late. So really, 10%, 11%, 12%, that's all fine. You're fine with that stuff. Once it gets to 20%, you don't want to invest large amounts or anything that you need or whatever. Okay, you don't want to do that. So this is going to pay out $600, $1,200. So this is going to pay out about $1,200 total by the middle of the month. Okay, that's what we're expecting, and that's from some very small investments. And we could keep doing this. We can keep pulling out $1,200 a month from Crypto 300 from the money that we invested earlier in the summer. So that's a pretty good investment. If you can pull out $1,200 a month, if you can invest, because I think we invested like $5,000, we pulled out about $1,500 of that, so $3,500 got left in. So we're pulling out, and then another $500 you just saw got left in. So let's say $4,000 is still left in there, but we're gonna pull out about $1,200 a month. So it's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay. So that's a pretty good deal, right? If you can pull out $1,200 a month from a $5,000 or $4,000 investment, that's not a bad deal. So yeah, guys, invest now. Okay, set up your Crypto 300, set up a wallet, your own personal wallet. Look at our video for that, and go ahead and invest now, because it's still the beginning of the cycle. Okay, so go ahead and invest now, and just use the links in the description or use the links in the video, and we'll email you, we'll contact you, and we'll help you out with anything you're doing. All right, take care, guys, and be good.